South Korea's consumer prices increased by more than 3% on-year in October, the biggest jump in almost a decade. It's largely driven by soaring oil prices, and consumers are feeling the pinch. Here's Eum Ji-young with a breakdown of the digits.
When Seoul local Lee Moo-soon shops for groceries these days, she goes from store to store to compare the prices of eggs so she can buy them at the cheapest place.
Because the necessities on the grocery shopping list are so expensive, I'm trying to buy those that are cheaper. Compared to last year, prices have risen so much. Many are struggling due to the pandemic, and on top of that, the prices are too expensive. I'm having a hard time as well.
Consumer prices in South Korea saw their biggest jump in almost 10 years. Statistics Korea said on Tuesday that its consumer price index was at 108.97 in October, up 3.2% on year. It is the first time the CPI has gone above 3% since 2012 and is far higher than the government's target of 2%. This follows on-year rises of more than 2% for 7 months in a row. The rise in prices of agricultural goods has slowed compared to previous months, but some major items on the grocery shopping list, like eggs and pork, have still gone up.
Prices of what ordinary people can usually afford, including eggs and rice, have jumped. Almost everything is expensive. What was 20,000 won worth of meat before now costs 30,000 won. It costs a lot to buy meat.
The increase in consumer prices was largely driven by petroleum products due to soaring global oil prices. Consumers have seen higher prices at the pumps in October. The price of gasoline climbed by almost 27% on year, and diesel jumped by more than 30%.
I refuel my car once a week, and compared to last year, I feel it costs about 50,000 won more. I feel a little burdened as I live my daily life.
An expert said the rise in consumer prices is due to a supply bottleneck, but prices are anticipated to rise further as consumers are expected to spend more under the government's Living with COVID-19 scheme.
The government's initiative to boost spending, including relief funds and discount coupons, raises liquidity, which in turn leads to a rise in consumer prices.
He added that in order to stabilize prices and control liquidity, the central bank might need to raise interest rates. Eum Ji-young, Arirang News.